Yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
18-yard line.
Ready! 10 logo.
Here we go.
On first down, Hilliard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
On the run, this is Hilliard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set. 180.
51. Hey, I'm coming.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check nickel.
Run. Hurry!
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Patsy.
Regular.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Check.
Up. Pistol.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Five.
Mayfield now from the 50. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Hey, alert 30.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 25. Check 25. Up.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Undercut. Hey, alert 33.
Now Armstead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mayfield to throw it. The open man is Westbrook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Motion to the backfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham, 58 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
44's Mike. Check.
Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
61, 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. He lets it fly from Lockett. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tackles.
From the gun, Jones. Completes this one to Meredith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ready.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
All day, every
Recon, 132 fighter.
kill.
Deep grip.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Mike 47.
80 weapons.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check.
Get up.
Now Jones on first and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
Down.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
I got it. Shoot.
Jones now throwing again, looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Jones to throw again. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First down.
Hey, one alert, one alert.
Mayfield on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They run it with Armstead. Nice little juke, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Jones throwing on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Jones. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first down, Jones looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check safety, check safety.
Hurry, hurry.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Showing it, showing it.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st down, again, they go with Armstead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Shift, shift.
Run, run, run.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Check pass.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the shift.
Regular, regular, regular.
Shift, watch the shift.
Got
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Hurry, hurry.
First down, Jaguars.
1st down, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
180.
Here we go, here we go.
Hurry, hurry.
Motion.
Run, run, run.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Check, check. 40.
King. I got it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Larry Ogunjobi, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Watch QB drop. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
I got it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jones operating from the gun, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
Ready?
Jones now from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mike, 44. He can't hang.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
A 40-yard loss on the play. Second and goal.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second and goal, Jones looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Raquel Armstead, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Up, 40. Not today, you aren't. Not today. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Chris Godwin there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing, Jones. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Quick edge. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Zoo.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Switch on Travis. Hurry, hurry!
He's coming in motion.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Ford is Mike. Ford is Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Trying to lay one up. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready, set.
Let's put that team on the puck.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
80 weapon.
Check 48's the Mike.
Hey.
48's the Mike. We're in. 48.
Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Callaway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. Really a great season, not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all, and you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl, but for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.